They hand it off to Johnson. Boise State has won.
Right now, and they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams. Goes to the free.
All righty, everybody. Welcome into the next edition of the Gridiron Uncensored podcast. It is Brendan and Trevor tonight, and clearly we are talking about the Alabama Crimson Tide, baby. And hey, look, Trev, they did not end the way that they wanted to in 2024.
No, they didn't.
They're excited about what this team has simply because of addition by subtraction, and we're gonna talk all about that. Once we get into
Old
the
No Eyes is gone.
That's what they call it. Well, that's what Blake called him. Old No Eyes Milroe, that dude. Let us know what you think. Will you be better off?
Do you think it's an addition subtraction, or do you think it's just a subtraction?
Yeah, hit us in the comments, on YouTube or on Twitter, or wherever.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate your time and watching us. Hope you stick around for the whole episode. We're gonna dig into the entire, offense, defense, all that shit. Coaching staff. We'll talk it all. So, Trev, we always go back to go forward. 2024.
That's right.
I know Bama fans, you guys already know again, but we do this just for anybody else that might be watching. That's like, hold up, wasn't Alabama right on the verge of going to the playoffs? Like, what? Yes, they were. And this team finished 9-4. It was a down year for Alabama, but again, they were still in that playoff conversation. Plenty of good wins early against Wisconsin, Georgia. You saw one of the plays on our intro with Ryan Williams, saving the day. That was a fucking crazy game. And then you had that insane loss to Vandy. And then you go beat South Carolina in a tight one. You lose to Tennessee. It's kind of back and forth middle. You blow out Missouri, who really, every time they played a good team last year, Missouri, they'd lose. And then LSU, you beat them, Mercer. You lose in a disgusting fashion to Oklahoma. And really, in my mind, that's what kept you out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what kicked you guys out.
Is that blowout. And then Auburn. And then I know the Michigan game. Listen, we're Michigan fans. We try to keep it very objective.
We didn't think we were going to win that game.
No, I had no faith because the entire team, skipped the bowl game for the draft, and all the big name guys, and obviously the rain came in, but hey, both teams had to play in it, and Milroe was fumbling left and right. It was just, I watched it again today just to remind myself, but that's besides the point, Bama fans. Trevor lives in Alabama. I grew up in Alabama. I respect this team, Alabama.
I respect the team, but I also take every opportunity to remind them that Michigan beat them twice in 1 year.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Nice book.
It's a pretty cool thing. Does happen.
I know you guys don't want to hear that shit. I know. Well, all right, we're done. We're done. I promise. We're done. All right, let's go talk. Okay, we're done. Trev, let's talk about 2025. So obviously things didn't go the way they wanted, but there's still plenty to build off of. Milroe's gone. Who is going to be the starting quarterback? All that shit. We're going to talk about it. But first, the coaching staff, Trev.
Yeah.
Some changes. Sheridan shifted over, and
that's right. Yeah. And then DeBoer's got his guy.
Yep.
DeBoer got his guy back. Got it. Ryan Grubb coming in, offensive coordinator. He went and dabbled in the NFL, and he's back with DeBoer now. And then Sheridan he still sticks as a co-offensive coordinator, and he's going to do the quarterbacks. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, as an Alabama fan, you should be really excited because with DeBoer and Ryan Grubb running the offense, look, last time Ryan Grubb was running the offense, Washington was in the national semifinal and got beat by Michigan.
And the Natty. In the Natty.
Oh yeah. I mean, in the Natty, excuse me, in the Natty, it got.
We're trying to stop. I
can't help it. I'm sorry.
It's just.
It just happens to be
It's a quick sidebar. We got shit on last year, 2023, when Michigan won it all. they're like, oh, you're just a homers. I'm like, no, we're literally just talking about the team that, yes, we are
Do
fans.
you understand how excited we were?
What do you want me to do? It's been 84 years.
It's been a long time. It's been a while. 97 to now, to then, but
we still keep it fair. We keep it objective. So either way, Grubb's back, and yes, they can lead an offense together. They can run this team, and I don't even think Sheridan was really a problem last year.
I don't think it was that. I think it's the honestly, it was the personnel that he was working with.
Yeah, and look, they're still a loaded roster. It's just Milroe. He got you the playoffs the year before, but then it was like there was just still those moments of regression in the pocket where he would like panic and he would get afraid and he'd hold on the ball way too goddamn long instead of getting rid of it, and that just opens you up for sacks. And you guys all know the rest. But still, I don't think Sheridan was a massive problem. There might have been some drives that you can question, but Grubb is back. He's ready to rock and roll with DeBoer. That's like a match made in heaven between those two. And they've got full coverage to work with. It's just going to be who's the quarterback. Womack's still back, defensive coordinator, excuse me. So, I mean, the staff is in place, Trev. The staff is what they want. And I think Bama fans are pretty happy with what they have at the staff. And we'll just, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about Sheridan last year, and I was just thinking that I want to say it's because of the personnel, but I really just want to say it's because of Jalen Milroe. And I don't like putting it all on one person because it is a team sport.
I mean, the O-line had its moments.
The O-line has its moments, but decision-making at the quarterback position was lacking all last year.
Yeah.
Consistently. He had good moments where he made a good decision to run the ball. And when he was running the ball, there was literally no one better.
Yeah.
At the quarterback position running the ball. That being said, he was kind of a one-trick pony. Once you got past his first read, maybe his second read, he's going to panic a little bit. So I'm really hopeful that the quarterbacks that they have on the roster can go through progressions and take care of the ball, because turnovers were also a problem.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the offense and what we see on it. But before we get into the actual team of it, we got to look at the transfer portal and some numbers. Returning production, they're at 64%. You guys bring back a lot of talent, one through the portal, but also organically guys that got reps last year. SP Plus has you as the second toughest team in the country, second best. Over under is sitting at 9.5. We'll bring that up later if we forget, because we're talking about a lot of stuff. Offensively, 42nd in the country last year. Defense was still a top 25 unit, loaded with talent. And we'll see this year, they, again, 21st class in the portal. But when you have the amount of recruiting talent, you don't necessarily need to have number one class, like we just talked about with LSU. And you guys, if you want to go see, the other episodes and who we've, previewed, go check it out. We cover everybody. So talking about this portal class, 21st, you bring in 12, you lose 25. Kelby Collins, Calhoun on the back end, Hill Green, Horton, the tight ends, those are all crucial pieces to this squad. And then some guys out, Pritchett, Alexander, Devontae Smith, Okor Onkwo. That is another guy. It's a hard name for me to say. I had to break it down. But that's a linebacker shifting over to the LSU squad. So that's actually losing to somebody in your conference. Mari Jefferson's another one going to Tennessee. Shit like that. It sucks. It's depth pieces. We'll see. Kendrick Law even going to Kentucky. Stuff like that. That hurts. Trev, what do you see on the portal that stands out to you as what you like? What do you what kind of gets your gears going?
Offense always gets my gears going. So I'm going to focus in on Isaiah Horton coming over from Miami, the 6'4", 205 wideout.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, he's a little slightly higher rated as a transfer than he was coming out of high school. Yeah. So, I mean, I think he's a great pickup. I think he's a big body that can really help them in the red zone and just those 50-50 balls. corner balls. I know that they obviously have a decent returning wide receiving crew,
Oh, yeah.
but adding Alabama's always had a decent wide receiving group, but having this big body guy will definitely help them in the long run, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they always have top end receivers.
That's right.
I mean, Ryan Williams, we all know, 17, he's 17. No, he's not, but not anymore. But you always have top receivers, and that's why when you see some of these guys leaving, they're highly rated guys, and you're like, wow, they're taking a hit there. They're going to be weak at wide route. No, they recruit them like crazy. It's like Ohio State, type thing.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there's dudes up and down this transfer list that are going to plug and play.
Yep.
Trev, let's talk some offense. We already kind of mentioned Ryan Williams, but
Yep.
there's no shortage of wide receivers. You mentioned, Horton coming in. You also have Jeremy Bernard, who's a reliable wide receiver. He lit it up last year for him. But who's throwing to him? I still don't think we know completely. Ty Simpson would be my bet.
Yeah.
But Austin Mack's a talented dude. He's been with this staff a while.
That's true. And I don't want to discount the fact that they have like a top 5 player in the country coming in Keelan Russell.
Yeah.
At quarterback. While he's a freshman, he's 6'3", 175.
Highly
He's
recruited.
Literally rated 100 by
Yeah.
24/7 Sports.
I mean, this dude, he's a beast.
I don't think I've actually seen a player be rated at 100, but he is. So there is an outside chance that they just go young.
I mean, maybe.
And I mean, I don't think that will be the case, but I think DeBoer values experience and game manager, but I don't mean that in a derogatory sense.
We love
the game managers, by the way.
Yes. We like people that can control the football and not
turn it over.
Yes. Now,
and that's exactly what Alabama needs, because if Alabama can control the turnovers and hang on to the ball, there is literally no team that can probably stop them, because their offensive lines and defensive lines are so stacked.
Yeah.
And so stout. And they're just bringing in more guys like Michael Carroll, 5-star offensive lineman, 6'6", 315, best offensive lineman in the country, 12th best player in the country at the interior offensive line position.
Yeah.
That says a lot to me about that. And then they've got him. They've got a couple other offensive tackles coming in. Derek Meadows, another 4-star wide receiver, best in the state of Nevada. He's the 61st best player in the country. You guys, Alabama's going to be just as tough as LSU is going to be this year.
Yeah, and they're
better in some ways than LSU, in my opinion.
I mean, I trust the coaching staff more already, and
way more.
I mean, it's Brian freaking, the Purple People Eater.
Yep. And I mean, Ryan Grubb is a very, very good offensive coordinator. He was very good when he was at Washington, and I think he's just going to keep on trucking with that momentum.
I agree. And so, I mean, which quarterback steps up? We'll see in fall ball. I would go probably Ty Simpson, but any would not shock me. Bama fans, let us know who you're rooting for. You should be rooting for anybody. The best one to show up, right? But who do you think is going to be?
Best one wins.
Maybe
exactly
rooting
right.
for isn't the right word, but who do you think is going to be?
Who do you think will be your starting quarterback come week 1?
And then, I mean, outside of that, again, the wide receiver room is elite. It's up there at the tops. The country. Offensive line's loaded with plenty of experience, like Trevor just mentioned. And then you bring in Dewberry over from Texas A&M, another big body. Hobson coming up is another good one from South Alabama. You guys have guys that can plug and play. Tight end room is my question. Cuevas is he going to be the guy? You brought in 3 from the transfer portal. Samarco, Dalton's another one, and then Knudsen coming up from the lower ranks. But he's got good ratings per the recruiting services. So we'll see what happens there. Halfback Jam Miller's a dude. He can play. I want to see you lean on him. That's one thing with Milroe going is you got to pick up that rushing production. And will the running backs be able to get that done? I think they will, so long as this passing attack is better than what they had last season. And if these guys are more pure passers than what Milroe was, yes, Milroe was an athlete. He was there he really just saved yourselves some hardship over the last couple of years. And now you have a guy that's more of a pure passer, I think, in Ty Simpson. And if he can sling it like we've seen and in practice videos, this offense is really going to open up. And Miller, Daniel Hill, Young, whoever steps in at running back is really going to, take off. Trev, anything else on offense you see?
No,
I mean, it's a loaded room. It's loaded.
They do. They've got a lot going on.
We'll see what happens at quarterback. Defensively, I want to see more sack production, but the talent's there. You got elite talent all over the field. Recruiting is still strong. Latham and Russ on the edge. Middle's going to be strong. You got Keenan Smith. They're there. Overton he's a strong player. Again, you can name anybody on this team, and you're like, okay, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. Linebackers.
I mean, they've got Damani Jackson and Keon Saab coming back, right? That's correct, right?
Saab's back from injury.
Yeah.
Again, we're Michigan fans. I hated losing him.
He's such a good player.
He is a great safety. I'm excited to see him back. Healthy. You mentioned Damani Jackson's coming back.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jones is there. Hill Green is another guy that played at Michigan early. He went over to Charlotte, I believe. Then he went out to Colorado. This dude's got talent all over. I would have been glad to have him back in Michigan. He's going to be good to fill in at linebacker. Lawson's returning. So, I mean, these guys they're going to be right in that same top 20 mold, top 25. And again, if the offense clicks more, this defense is going to step up, Trevor.
I fully expect they will step up just as much as we thought they would. I really think that getting Saab back off of injury is going to be a major thing for them, because look, at the back end, having leadership and senior veteran leadership at the safety positions only helps your defense. It helps them move pieces around, and maybe puts a younger corner that might be playing. Because don't get me wrong, you're going to have some younger players, some inexperience playing at some position at some point in time. But the key to that is having a good mixture of veteran and youngsters at the same time, so everybody's working together. And I think Alabama has that right now, and I'm really thinking they're going to take the next step and potentially be back in the playoff this year.
There's no shortage of talent and leadership on this team, and DeBoer stepping up. He's a good coach. See what he does in this year. Recruiting has already taken off for 2026. They're on fire. So people are saying it's Saban. They're saying Saban's back, and there's reports that from your own from the Mac and Cube show. That Saban's coming back. He's going to coach.
There's definitely a whole lot of rumors going around that Saban's wanting to get back into coaching, and I'm pretty sure Mr. DeBoer, if he says he wants to get back into coaching, you're going to be fired quicker than you can say Hot Fudge Sunday.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
Yeah, hey there. But he's coming for a job, man. I don't know what the hell to think of it. Is Saban coming back? You guys tell us.
I've heard two things. I've heard them saying that he might be coming back, but then I also heard some people that have talked to him recently, and they just they think he looks happy. Yeah, he's enjoying retirement. He's enjoying what he's doing, and
maybe
I don't think he'd want to give that up. To be honest with you.
He's trying to.
That was the highest paid coach for how many years?
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't need the money. I mean, if he misses coaching that much, go coach your grandkids' high school team or something.
He can go to the alma mater or go to Kent State. You know what I mean?
There you go. Bring them back.
Go back to Kent State. God knows they need it. And it
how many 5-stars would go play for Nick Saban at Kent State?
Dude, that'd be wild. I mean, I just wonder. We'll see what happens. I don't think he's coming back. I think he might be trying to get away from Pat McAfee on game day, but that might be the only thing.
He's a bit much sometimes.
I enjoy him personally, but
again, I think he's hilarious, but I can see how he'd be a bit much for the old heads.
let's I know we got sideways again, but
Yep.
let's talk some schedule here for.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Hey, listen, we run the show. We get to do what we want. I'm sorry that we've nuked your preview. We've been really good about these. I don't know if we're just like brain fog or what. But either way, let's look at the schedule.
Normally we stay on task.
We typically do. We've been very good, except for like tonight. We've been kind of off, but whatever. And I'm not even drinking, so whatever.
Hashtag life.
Yeah, Jesus. Either way, let's look at the schedule. 2025 over under again, because I did forget. I'll say it again. Is 9.5, 9.5, and you start off with Florida State.
Hashtag favorite. SEC favorite.
And then you get ULM and then Wisconsin. So in those first 3 games, Trevor, are you concerned at all? No concern. Wisconsin,
absolutely not, actually.
Yeah, Wisconsin's dealing with a hell of a schedule. Florida State. I mean,
Florida State just keeps opening their mouth and just bulletin board material left and right.
Yeah, Castellanos he's talking, and
okay. So how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about Castellanos opening his mouth? Do you think it's good for him to be confident like that, or do you think it's just amping your boys up?
What they call it, rat poison, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so I'm curious what you guys think, but I do think Florida State can be a problem. I think they can. They have the opportunity just because, again, we don't know who's starting at quarterback for Bama. They're coming in. It's going to be a crazy environment. You cannot let them catch you early and hold you down. But Bama's got all the talent in the world to blow them out by 40. I mean,
easy.
Whatever, but we'll see. It's going to be an interesting game.
Bottom line, Bama needs to go 3-0 this first, because once you come out that bye week, it's game time.
In my mind, this is a playoff seat. Like you've got to push for playoffs. I know you have a new starting quarterback. Maybe you guys feel differently, but to me, you got to go. You got to go for the playoffs. Wisconsin, I think that'll be a tougher game, but I say tougher. It'll be a tough game because there is talent up there. But I think you'll outmatch them like you did last year. And then you get into the heart of it. You take a bye week and you get ready for Georgia, who is also dealing with the new quarterback. We know Stockton a bit. We'll see what happens. And then Vandy Pavia has been talking it. Another one just flapping the gums. We'll see what happens there. Mizzou, Tennessee, South Carolina. That middle section, Trev, that's make or break on the season. What are you feeling? You worried about any of that for old Bama?
I mean, just like
Georgia
Bama is breaking in a new quarterback, Georgia's breaking in one. Well, not new, I guess, but new starter.
Yeah.
And I think that the only games that I would be concerned about if I was Bama are the away games in this stretch. The Georgia game and the South Carolina game, which are away from home.
Yeah.
Missouri's there.
Missouri, sure. I know what you mean.
I think that Alabama can handle Missouri.
You think Tennessee not an issue?
I don't think Tennessee's an issue at Bryant-Denny. When they're in Bryant-Denny, I don't think Tennessee's an issue. If you're in Tennessee, it would be a little bit of an issue, I think.
Yeah, and then after that, you get LSU, Oklahoma, and then, of course, the Iron Bowl.
You get to finish out at home the rest of the season after that.
And Iron Bowl at Jordan Hare.
Iron Bowl.
Jordan Hare. Listen, I don't care how the hell they pronounce it.
Listen, it sounds like I'm puking up the name of that stadium. But
I mean, listen, again, we grew up in Alabama. We know the rivalry well. I don't care for either team, but Auburn, when they say that shit, it drives me nuts. Whatever. I know it's his name. I don't care. Either way, it's at that crazy cursed stadium. Crazy shit happens there. You guys know that. So you always got to be ready for the Iron Bowl.
But I still think you guys can take down Auburn.
Yeah, I think you certainly can. Guys, you tell us what you're feeling on this over-under. You taking the over. Again, it's 9.5. I have a floor of 8-4. That's if everything goes poorly. You lose to Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, or one of those, like maybe Oklahoma gets you again. Sorry to say again, I'm not trying to, rehash wounds here, but it did happen. And even maybe Florida State sneaks up on you first, and then, you rebound it, whatever. 8-4 a floor. I could see a 12-0 ceiling though. For like, I don't write 12-0 much for teams, but if this Bama team does what they used to do, and they're loaded with talent, they control the ball, they run it well. Like that's where like LSU, I didn't even have them at, even though they have so much talent, their offense just does not give me the that warm fuzzy feeling that they could win every single game on their schedule. Alabama has that feeling to me where they can win every game if things play perfectly and if this guy, whoever steps up at quarterback, delivers. So that's kind of where I'm at, Trev. What are you feeling? Any last things on the schedule here?
No, I think I'm going to take the under on this.
Oh, okay. You kind of
I
leaning
don't
towards
think
my
they're going to
floor.
get 10. I don't think they're going to get 10.
It's tough. I mean, Tennessee can get them. South Carolina can get them. LSU, Auburn. Auburn's going to be, I think, their improved team.
Yeah, I'm saying. Well, no, yeah, I think they're going to go 9-3.
9-3.
Am I right? Am I right in the math there?
Yeah, that's 12.
Yeah.
Count my fingers, but
yeah, I was just like, man.
yeah, I could see it.
But
I mean,
no, like I was thinking, like worst case scenario, Georgia gets you, South Carolina gets you, and maybe LSU gets you.
Yeah,
is I think the worst case scenario. I don't think you. I honestly think you guys should be able to handle every other team pretty easily. Tennessee's not an easy out necessarily, but they are not the hardest either.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting.
That's where I'm at. But there's, you know what? You may squeak one out against South Carolina. So I'll do 10-2. I'll do 10-2. So I'll take the over. I think. I'm
all right.
Talking myself out of my own page.
I was gonna say you're flopping around. You're going 10-2 for their
Alabama's
final
a tough one because the schedule's a little difficult to kind of look at and be like, maybe not. I don't know.
Again, it's a tough one, and it's all predicated on how the quarterback plays. I don't have a projection yet. I just give over under for me, but usually it ends up somewhere in the middle. Is how I feel. So yeah, 10-win season is perfectly, I think, right in that sweet spot, and that should get you in the playoff. Depending on how much chaos there is, this season. Bama fans, we appreciate your time. Want you to let us know how you're feeling in the comments. We like to joke around. We like to, throw some shit, but we also keep it real. So hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking about DeBoer, about quarterback situation, over under, floor ceiling. Tell us all.
Coming out of retirement.
He's going to come for the job, but you let us know. Guys, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We appreciate your time. We hope you have a good one. We'll see you around.
Take it easy.